How do composite endpoints impact clinical trial results? Imagine trying to understand how well a new medicine works, but instead of looking at just one health outcome, the trial combines several. That's what a composite endpoint does. It merges two or more different results into a single measure to see if the treatment makes a difference. This approach is used often when no single outcome fully shows the treatment's effect, or when multiple outcomes matter to patients and researchers. For patients considering clinical trials, knowing about composite endpoints helps you understand how the results are reported. When a trial uses a composite endpoint, it looks at a group of health events together, like death, heart attack, or stroke. This gives a broader view of how the treatment impacts health. For example, in heart disease studies, combining these outcomes helps show if a drug reduces serious events overall. Using composite endpoints can make trials more efficient. Because they count more events, they can show results faster. This means fewer participants are needed, or the trial can be shorter. It saves time and money while still giving meaningful information about the treatment. But there is a catch. Since composite endpoints mix different outcomes, some might be more serious than others. For instance, a treatment might lower minor issues like hospital visits but not affect major ones like death. If the results only focus on the composite score, it can be misleading. The overall benefit might seem bigger than it really is if the treatment doesn't improve the most important outcomes. That's why it's important to look at each part of the composite separately. Patients and doctors should see how the treatment performed on each individual outcome. This helps clarify what benefits or risks the treatment offers. Not all outcomes in a composite are equally important to patients. Some, like death or severe stroke, are more impactful than less serious events like hospitalization for minor issues. Knowing which outcomes are included and how often they happen helps patients make informed choices. Regulatory agencies accept composite endpoints but requiring careful interpretation. Researchers need to ensure that each component is meaningful and occurs with similar frequency and risk reduction. This avoids giving a false impression of the treatment's effectiveness. In practical terms, when exploring clinical trials or treatment options, it's wise to ask about the individual outcomes in the composite. Find out how the treatment performed on each one. This way, you get a clearer picture of what the trial results really mean for your health.